Wi-Fi, why not? How about Wi-Fi HaLow? Why not do that? Well, tell me, why would I want to do Wi-Fi HaLow? What is it?
Wi-Fi HaLow is long-range Wi-Fi for IoT. So Wi-Fi HaLow is based on the new kind of IEEE 802.11ah standard, using sub-gigahertz frequencies to get you extreme long-range Wi-Fi connectivity. So what that means is you can get multiple kilometer range Wi-Fi, up to about actually 16 kilometers or 9.9 miles under ideal conditions. And so how we do that is we use the lower frequencies, we use narrower bandwidths to go much farther than just conventional Wi-Fi.
And those are unlicensed frequencies, correct?
Exactly, yeah. So in the US, between 902 megahertz and 928 megahertz. In Europe, you use about 850 megahertz bandwidth. And we support all of those with our new chipset.
That's excellent, and it's available today, right?
Exactly, so it's our first generation part, the MM610. It's been in the market for the last 2 years. Today here at CES, we're announcing the new part, the MM8108, which is even faster, lower power, smaller, and more integrated than the first generation part. So that's the big news for us here today. Yeah. The other key feature for us is now it has USB integration, enabling like dongle approaches. So enabling Android-based device or Linux-based device to be turned into Wi-Fi HaLow devices.
That's incredible. So you could be out in the field, literally, plug this in, and then now you're communicating back to your home base.
Exactly. So we have customers that implement our chips into access points, into cameras, into actually devices used for agriculture. So we've got a customer in Australia that puts this on top of a vehicle, a farm vehicle, creates a Wi-Fi hotspot around the vehicle, and can communicate multiple miles back to the farmhouse. And now the farmer can do Wi-Fi calling from his vehicle, or can watch some TikTok or some other stuff there.
Well, because the vehicle's autonomous, you can do that.
Exactly. And the beauty here is like, even when you're out of mobile reception, you can now connect people, you can connect devices like miles from like your internet connection.
And the actual number of devices you can hook on to one of your access point is amazing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can connect 8,191 devices to a single AP, enabling you to connect, like start using this for tons of different applications. The other thing to note is that this is like ultra low power consumption. So most devices that we sell into are battery powered or even solar powered. So you can put cameras, solar powered cameras, anywhere around a property, connect them wirelessly over this technology to the internet.
That's excellent. So if you have things like sensor or motion detectors, things that are low bit rate, low frequency use.
But even high bit rate application, right? Like you can watch Netflix over this. You can have live high definition camera streaming. You can do firmware updates. And actually, one of the markets that we really see taking off now are AI powered camera sensors.
Oh, okay.
Using a camera to do things like fire detection or detection of feral animals. And when the alarm goes off, you can actually see the images. You can see what happens.
Yeah, because you could have satellite internet, but it's still too expensive to bring satellite to all those cameras, right?
Exactly. So today you might have a lot of farmers that might get like multiple Starlink connections to their farm, because you only get a few hundred meters range around your Starlink connection.
Yeah.
This can cover an entire property. Just plug one of these gateways in the back of one Starlink. You can put another one like 5 miles away and have another Wi-Fi hotspot. You put one on the top of your vehicle, you've got another Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yeah, and if it's got a USB port, you just plug that in, right?
Exactly, and that's the key thing of the next generation part here. It's got the USB interface. So this means that we can start enabling access points, ISP providers, or even just Android devices to have Wi-Fi HaLow support just by plugging in this kind of little dongle.
That's excellent. Well, it looks like it's really a low cost way to get into the market or to extend your market and do things for your customers if you're an ISP.
Absolutely. And also like today now we're really reaching out to developers. So all of these devices are available on Mouser for electronics developers, even students to test out these products and to try it out in the field.
Make kind of that modern day string and cans, right? Without the string and better cans.
Turns out that robust, reliable Wi-Fi is far more reliable than a cable, especially out in the field.
Yeah, that's true. It won't get knocked
Kangaroos
over.
won't dig it up.
Yeah, exactly. Great. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ken.